college, I had to decide what to do for a living. And I said, well, I've been doing plays for fun. Maybe I should give it a try, you know, because I like doing it. People say I'm fairly good at it. And if I don't do it now, then I'll just have to wait till I'm in my mid-40s and, you know, have a crisis of confidence, get a divorce, and just then try it. Why don't I just do it now when I have nothing to lose? But then the third is the voiceover career, which has really become my life in a much greater sense than I ever could have really, you know, guessed. Because I started out doing as a drummer. Then the women who cast Mad TV were also doing the casting for Futurama. And they brought me in to audition for that. And there is when it really began to move forward. I mean, which, working for Matt Groening is a really good way to start something. You know, because you're working with amazing, generous, creative people and fantastic material, which of course, as an actor, makes you look really good.
So, sir, tell us a little bit about what that was.
Okay, Mike, you gonna step back with this sir and legend shit. When I'm in a wheelchair, then we can start with all that. If you start saying sir and legend, people are gonna go, oh, he doesn't need a job. He's a legend. He lives in a castle in the sky. Let's give it to Eric Bauza. Like, no, man, I'm trying to pay some bills.
All right, young punk, how about Samurai Jack?
Excellent, now I feel much
Now we're working.
So let's fast forward, way forward, and let's talk about tabletop.
Okay.
Which...
I was walking into the room when I heard everybody cheer for it, and it sounded like you cheered louder for tabletop than anything else. And I have to tell you, as the creator of that, and the host and the producer, and as a person who has invested so much into that, that really meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
It really meant a lot.
You know, we've kind of heard the story about Felicia calls you and is like, hey, what about you do a show where you're a dungeon master or something?
Yeah, she's like, hey, how about a show where you review games? And I said, well, the thing about that is there are people who already do that, and they do a really good job of it. I'm thinking of things like Shut Up and Sit Down and the Dice Tower. Like, they do a Rado or Rado, I always say his name wrong, I'm sorry. Now you can go on Reddit, they will tell you what a fake geek girl I am, because I don't know how his albums. And it's just the one with all the hits on it. It's not even his Pinkerton. I said they already do it, and they do a really good job. Those people who do a really good job. I think the best way to like review a game is just to like play a game and show the joy that comes with playing a game, and the whole thing just spilled out of me.
Was there a particular game in the series that you worked on that pushed you the most, or drew new things out of you as a voice actor?
Yeah, well, so Metal Gear 4, Snake is aging rapidly, and he is kind of falling apart through the whole thing. So what I wanted to do was start off somewhere around here and then, you know, just deteriorate as he went until he could barely speak anymore. But we recorded it all out of order. So I'd have to say, okay, well, what percentage of the game are we in? So I knew how desiccated to be.
So you had to turn on a dime from fresher to...
That's right.
Yeah.
So that was a big challenge, and it was pretty cool.
First up, you know what? It wouldn't be right. It's Willy Wonka. We should start this off with a song, right?
Oh, yeah.
Phil, how do you feel about giving us a little Sammy Davis Jr. to open us up here? Sure. We're just gonna do verses. You guys, if you know the words, sing along. You can take a sunrise, sprinkle it with dew.
That's disgusting.
Cover it in chocolate and a miracle or two. The Candyman can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. All right, let's hear it.
The man's a genius.
Thank you.
He'll sell 1 million bars. But Alfred, Grandpa, I think I got a chance to find one 1? I'm counting on you to find all 5.
Wasn't enough for me. Cause I'm Batman.
Where is he?
Watch the pipe. Watch the pipe.
But Augustus cannot swim.
Oh, there's no better time to learn. Go ahead and move your arms and legs, dude. No, that's not working.
Look at that. This is Kurt going up the pipe.
Yeah, look at that. He's stuck in the pipe there.
Careful.
Isn't he, Walker? It's his stomach that did that.
Help. Someone, try to help me or something.
And scene. How about for the Oompa Loompa song, how about if Batman leads the verse? What do you guys think? You want Batman to sing the Oompa Loompa song? All right, help him out. You all know the words.
All right, here we go. I don't usually do much singing, at least not on the job. All right. Oompa Loompa doopity-doo. I've got a perfect puzzle for you. Sounds like Riddler. Oompa Loompa doopity-dee. If you are wise, you'll listen to me.
My question is for someone that is currently living outside of the Hollywood animation mecca.
Right.
How would you go about getting noticed by casting directors and the like?
Well, you know what? I'm from Georgia, and when I graduated from high school, I moved to Dallas, Texas, to go to school for theater. Yeah, I went to SMU. TCU. Shut up. Yeah. Home run. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. All right. Anyway. So I went to school in Dallas and did a lot of theater, and then I moved to LA a few years later, and the thing that I would say is I wasn't worried about getting attention from casting directors per se. I was interested in telling the stories that were in front of me, and feeding my soul in that way. If you're say on YouTube or you're doing something like that, forget about the casting director. Tell your story. Tell a story that you can speak with passion and that will sustain you when nobody's watching and nobody's giving you any money. Because the thing is that when I started off, I didn't have any of this, and I didn't care because I was doing what I loved, right? And then slowly but surely, these jobs that were just feeding my soul and not feeding my belly started to feed my belly a little bit and feed my soul, and now they do a little bit of both. But way before other people would call me successful, I was kicking ass in my own life, right? Because I was always living with passion. So tell your story, tell it with passion, and people will watch. People will listen, right?
Next up over here, go ahead.
Love you, David. I'm Jess from Seattle. Could I get a random conversation between Snake and Vamp?
Vamp, I can't believe you're back.
Well, look what I found. My queen will be so delighted.
Let me just ask you one thing.
Snake.
What's a vampire doing in this game?
Well, I may or may not be a vampire. I may or may not be alive. I may or may not be gay or straight. I am an enigma wrapped in a riddle, wearing a trench coat.
Well, you're pretty ambiguous.
And scene.
Thank you.
What's your name? Amos. That's a name. Where are you from? Abbotsford, Canada. Amos from Canada. Not surprising. Look, we got Batman too. Look, we're just gonna start this because this is already getting out of control. The robot. All right, some of your robots are broken.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Hey, Emerald City Comicon, make some noise for your dancers here today.
It's so great to be here. I've been trying to get back to this city for 4 years since the last time. Now, I don't know what happened last time, but apparently it involved tequila. That's right. I have no recollection of this. But I will pass random people and they'll go, tequila. So, I just want to say I'm not a raving alcoholic. And my tastes have evolved. Vodka.
Yes! Yeah!
We need help. Vigo had convinced Barry Osborne, the producer, that it would be a great idea to do a dawn shot of Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli running across the plains of Rohan after the hobbits that had been abducted. So to get this, it meant that a bunch of they had to sort of stay there on location that night and get up stupidly early. And so Vigo said, "Well, let's party. Let's have a fire and a barbecue." So we went out there in the afternoon and had great fun. And then the evening came around, the wine came out.
Tequila!
And I don't really. I mean, it went into the wee hours. I don't think Vigo went to bed that night, but I remember getting up not before dawn like they did, but I got at dawn to watch the dawn shot, and I just remember seeing Orlando hungover running in the shot, get past camera, and it's like. That was worth the admission ticket alone. So next time you watch the movie, dude, how are you?
Trying not to embarrass myself right now. Alright, I'm Amos from Abbotsford, Canada. I just want to...
Yeah! Couple of Canadians in the house.
Vodka!
Yo, let's hear for Canada!
I just want a quick question, comment for a question. Saying, loved your work as Scourge, but kinda sad because I thought you would have been a perfect Dr. Doom. Just saying.
Dr. Doom.
Yeah, because you'd be dedicated to it. You wouldn't take the mask off. You'd be perfect.
I am embarrassed because I don't read a lot of comics. I have no idea what Dr. Doom is, but now I'm going to go and Google it.
Okay,
But wait a minute, if he's in a mask, I could still be Dr. Doom. Right?
Yeah, he's basically if Iron Man and Doctor Strange were put together and were evil. Yeah. Okay, to the question. I remember hearing somewhere that in the scene from The Return of the King, right before all the Rohirrim come up and Theoden gives his big speech, and they all charge in. I remember hearing somewhere that you would comment. Oh, of course, in the books, your character Éomer had given that speech when the Southron ships came up, and then you guys charged in. And you had said you could do that speech better, and I've queued it up on my phone in case you don't remember it. I was wondering, could you?
What a setup. So this guy, and asks me the question, records it. You've got what recorded?
No, I've got the lines from the speech queued up on my phone. I was wondering, could you read it and like say it the way you would have if you had delivered?
Dude, that's gonna cost you a lot of money. That's like I get paid to do that shit. I mean, come on. Right?
Just please make the dreams of
Riders of Rohan. Now is the hour. We have some bad on the frontier. If you don't want your women and children, that's not funny. Then we must fight for Lord and Land! $50,000. You know. Oh no, actually it was 60. Thank you for your question.